guys, welcome to this week's blog.
Welcome.
This week we are talking about training times, when you train, and you know the different benefits to training in the evening versus in the morning, and why you potentially shouldn't stick to training at the same time every single day. So, Rob, when you train, when is your preferred time?
Early. I hate getting up early, but I like training early. Yeah, definitely early.
Whereas for me,
I definitely prefer before work.
yeah.
You are very different.
Yeah, so I tend to wait until after work. It might be 4:30 or 5 o'clock when I'm home from work, or it might even be sort of 9 o'clock in the evening. But I make sure I've taken time to kind of fuel, and I just feel like my stomach is full, ready to fuel me through a training session. So
yeah,
my training time tends to be around when I've actually fueled throughout the day.
Yeah, see, I like running early, fasted, so no need to fuel up. I also like cycling early, but I also lift weights better in the afternoon or evening. I don't really feel very strong first thing, so I need food to feel strong, but cardio wise I definitely do better in the morning. So we're on two ends of the scale, so there's benefit for me training in the evening sometimes, and there's benefit for Lauren training early sometimes. So what we're going to try and do is list off a few reasons why you shouldn't stick to what you prefer when you train. So Lauren, give us the benefit of mixing up.
So first things first, I'm used to training in the evening. Most races are in the morning, so I train when my body's tired. That doesn't necessarily replicate first thing in a race when your body's alert. So for me, training in the morning, it gets my body used to kind of switching on straight away and firing from all cylinders. So come race day, I don't feel quite so sluggish in the mornings when I first wake up, ready to hit the road. So that would be a benefit for me personally.
Yeah. See, my benefit of training first thing in the morning is that so I don't always feel it, I am a little more alert, so I feel like I get more out of my training, like the technical stuff. I feel like I do better when I'm fresh and first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
So that for me is a definite benefit. But then also the benefit of training when you're fatigued, when you're slightly tired from a long day, is being able to perform when your body's tired. That's what endurance sport is all about, isn't it? There's no point not training to run off the bike because you want to feel what it feels like to run fatigued. So that's a very good point. Yeah,
which potentially towards the end of a race, you're going to be feeling that fatigue. So if you've already trained and your body's kind of adapted to that in your training a little bit, then it sets you a bit of an advantage.
What would you say is a negative of doing it that way? I know what I would say is a negative of doing it.
What, as in?
So training in the evening, yeah.
If I'm already tired, I'm probably not training to my best ability. I'm probably not getting the most out of my training because my body's tired, because I'm kind of feeling a bit like So I think, I can definitely see a benefit early in the morning when I'm switched on, when I'm awake. I'll probably start a session a little bit better than I would, say, doing it after a long day at work.
Yeah. But does that give you an opportunity, do you think, certainly for getting your mindset strong enough to be able to push through that? Because that's something that I guess me just doing my stuff in the morning, that's starting my day off, and I don't practice enough, the kind of mental aspect of endurance work, which a lot of people say, being able to push through when you're already feeling tired and stressed and whatever can be quite a... Yeah,
and I guess there is something, there are times when I think, do you know what, I'm too tired to train, I really can't be bothered, and I kind of do it. I do the training anyway, and it's a good feeling when you've done it to know that no matter how much you wanted to sack the session off, you just went ahead and did it anyway, because when you're in that race scenario, yes, you know, you could say, do you know what, I'm going to stop halfway through the cycle, I'm going to DNF, but no one really wants to do that out of choice.
No.
So if you know that you can kind of push through that mental barrier of, do you know what, I'm too tired to do it, then...
It's all mental rehearsal
Yeah.
for actual race day, isn't it? So that's another positive. Like, it can be a negative because if you give in to the dark voices, then you will end up sacking off your session.
Yeah.
But also, it allows you an opportunity to actually tackle a part of racing that is really important, and that's being able to be in that dark place, feeling fatigued, feeling tired, feeling stressed, physically stressed, and being able to work through it.
Yeah, I guess another benefit of mixing up training as well would be you train your body to use up different energy stores. So I train in the evening when I'm fully fueled, I'm fully carved up, so I'm teaching my body to kind of tap into my carbohydrate reserve. Whereas if I train early in the morning, fasted cardio, fasted whatever, I don't have that carb reserve necessary to fall back on, so my body will start tapping into a different energy reserve, which again you might need that on race day. If you don't fuel properly on race day, you're going to end up depleting your carbohydrate reserves and start tapping into stuff like fat and protein reserves anyway. So if your body's already used to kind of doing that,
it's not quite that simple.
Well, no, but
the idea is yeah. But also, I think another important thing is actually, if you go into a training session having already had a good lunch and a good dinner, you're not then going to want to test out your caffeine energy gels or your race day hydration, because let's face it, you're not going to sleep,
not
are
gonna
you?
need it, yeah.
So I think that's another important thing for, if you're someone like Lauren that likes training in the evening, then you miss an opportunity first thing in the morning to test out, alright, I'm fasted from the night before, let's whack in a caffeine energy gel and see if my system likes it, and see what the effect is, see if it works me through. It's also a good opportunity first thing in the morning to practice having that race day breakfast, just working through your nutrition, because actually if you don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and eat a bowl of porridge and a banana and honey, if you save that till race day and figure out, actually I just can't stomach this early in the morning, you're in a bit of trouble. It just adds pressure. So the early morning sessions, although they're difficult, if you can make them even earlier, one thing that we do with our coach athletes is say, well, what time is race day? What time will you be eating your breakfast on race day?
Yeah.
Now replicate that. It might be that you have a 6:30, 7. one or two things to think about anyway, you know. Think about the time you train and think about how it's going to benefit your racing. You might find that you do a combination of early mornings and late evenings anyway, but just mix it up and see what happens.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, there we go. Done. Have fun with that, guys. And let us know how you're getting on. Take care.
We'll see you
Bye.
next week. Bye.